a Rubik's Cube, the void, that has a hole in the middle. And just in case I'm not actually able to solve it very quickly, I wanted to get it on video. There's extra challenge in solving this puzzle because something's missing. There's a hole where there should be a middle. How is this possible? That's what I wanted to know. The void is amazing to see, to touch, and to contemplate. Its movement is more magical than any other puzzle of its kind. Scramble the void's vibrant rings, then try to restore a solid colored ring on each side. Doing so is a feat of cosmic proportion. Enter the void, the puzzle for all time and space. Oh, it says, how is this possible? It's a whole new challenge. The void is amazing to see, touch, and to contemplate. Its movement is more magical than any other puzzle of its kind. Scramble the void's vibrant rings, then try to restore a solid color ring on each side. Doing so is a feat of cosmic proportion. So to be fair, when I learned how to do the Rubik's Cube, I learned to orient myself based on the middle. And what I learned was that the middle never moves. And you could orient yourself based on that, not top, bottom, or sides. So in the middle, there would be a cube, and it would be yellow, and that would be the yellow side. And there would be an orange side, and there would be a thing in the middle, and it would always stay orange, and it would never move. So the trick is to do it without being able to orient myself. First, I'll do a trick. I'm going to make a checkered pattern. Ta-da! Orange and purple, yellow and red, purple and orange, red and yellow, green and blue. Oh, blue and green. This is green and blue. Now, I just have to mess it all the way up. And the cool thing is, this does really move very nicely. I want to mess it up really well, though, so it gets a little bit trickier. Tricky. Alright, this is good enough. I'm not trying to cheat. I imagine this is how Rubik felt when he first invented his cube and started mixing it up. And he's just like, wow, so beautiful. Look at all these combinations. And then he realized he didn't know how to put it back. He spent a month figuring out a way to restore it. Oh, shoot. I was going to try to remember which was opposite. Green and blue are opposite. Orange and purple are opposite. Red and yellow. And I will start with the orange side, because that's so easy. Green and blue are opposite yellow. Okay. So, if yellow and red are opposite, let's go over here. Oops. I am still going to do it the way I learned how. I'm going to try to anyway. And that means you start by making a plus sign on the top, or cross. Oops. Alright, there's my plus sign. Green, blue, red, yellow. Now I have to do the corner cubies. So this is orange, yellow, and green. So that'll go here. I used to be able to do this in like a minute or two, but this is actually very, very complicated without the middle. It feels different. Everything about it feels different. That's not in the right spot. Also, the only times I ever get to practice, kids are talking to me and I have to pay attention to what everyone's doing. And now I'm like, feel all under stress because I'm on camera. Yay! Okay, I got the top ring. It's orange, yellow, green, red, and blue. Now I have to fill in these sides. Oh, look! Green and red are already in the right place. Yellow and green. So I first learned how to solve the Rubik's Cube from my sister's fiance when I was in 9th grade. And they were there for Christmas, and he spent all week teaching me. And he would like teach me a move and then make me practice it over and over again until he would teach me the next one. And I actually still think that was a really good way to teach me how to do it. It wasn't as overwhelming as it could be. And that's pretty much what I did with. I taught my friend Christiana and Graham how to do the Rubik's Cube in history class. Okay, blue and yellow. Ah, my alma mater. Okay, I have arches now. Yellow, green, red, blue. And, fancy, I already have a plus sign on the bottom. But they're not all in the right spot. That's nice. I had this move called the H move because I thought it looked like an H. My friends kind of laughed because they thought I named it after this guy I liked. Only so many names that start with an H. But I didn't. It really did look like an H to me. But you only use the H move if you don't have a plus sign on the bottom and you're trying to get a plus sign. This move that I'm doing right now, I didn't know how to name for it. I called it 2 because it's very similar to this other move. Now I have my plus sign, yellow, blue, red, and green. It's very similar to this move I'm going to use now to move the corner cubies around, but you only rotate this one move once, and that's the only way it differs. So I thought of it as 1 and 2. Aw, man, none of them are in the right spots at all. Because, see, the thing is, when you're solving the Rubik's Cube is you go layer by layer, but as you get farther and farther into it, you have to do more and more so that you don't mess up other things that you fixed. Okay, so this is in the right position, just not the right orientation. But we'll do the 1 move, and it'll move all those corner cubies around. And we'll see if they're in the right places. They're not. Okay. Yes. So now they're in the right spots. They're not in the right orientation. So the last move is basically called Around the World. And it just changes the orientation of 2 cubies across from each other. Not cubie corner, directly across. So, ta-da! Green side. Now we just have these 2 cubies. If it was purple and purple, then it would only take 1 move. But since it's purple this way, and purple's on the bottom, we're going to have to do this move twice. And I would do it with my eyes closed. But the last time I did that with this thing, I completely messed it up. So, I'm going to keep my eyes open. It's not that I can't do it without closing my eyes. It's that the cube feels completely different with a hole in the middle. Okay, 1 more move. Well, I can do this move 1 more time is what I mean. And then I'll be all done. Okay, so maybe it took me way more than 2 minutes. But this way you got more anecdotes to go along